Are you looking to learn how to connect an external preamp to an audio interface that is connected to a computer? Well, this is the video for you. Stick around for the video. You're going to learn. Now here we have a typical setup where we are connecting a external preamp, in this particular case the Warm Audio WA73EQ external preamp, to the Motu 8 Pre audio interface, which is connected to this particular laptop right here. What happens is sometimes when people want to record, maybe they don't want to use the preamps that are on the audio interface. And sometimes they want to use, something different with a little more color, with a little more different flavor, a little more different sound, maybe warmth. And sometimes the external preamp is just the right remedy for getting a different type of recording than your preamps on your audio interfaces. And so this is the setup that we are going to do today. And so in a minute, we are going to turn all these devices around and take a look at the back of all these units, and then show you how to connect the external preamp, which is the Warm Audio, to the audio interface, which is the Motu 8 Pre. Now that we are facing the back of the Warm Audio WA73EQ external preamp and the back of the Motu audio interface, we are going to show how you can connect both of these devices together, both the external preamp, which is the Warm Audio WA73EQ, and the Motu preamp, which is connected to our laptop computer. Now, it's not hard connecting an external preamp to your audio interface if you don't want to record from off the preamps on your audio interface, but you want to use the preamp on the external preamp to do your recording. Now, this is easy to connect these two devices. So to connect the external preamp to your audio interface, I'm going to use this cable right here. And this is a TRS to TRS balance cable. And we are going to use this to connect the external preamp to the audio interface. And how we are going to do that, we are going to run from the line output of the external preamp into one of these analog inputs on the audio interface. And in this particular case, we are going to go into analog 1 on the audio interface. So we're going to plug one end of the TRS cable into the line output of the external preamp, and then we are going to run that into the analog input of the audio interface. And it's just that simple. You're basically running one cable from the output of the external preamp to the input of the audio interface. Now, this external preamp has two line outputs. It has a TRS connection and it has a XLR connection. Now, if we want to run an XLR connection instead of the TRS connection, then we would have to use this cable. And this is a female XLR to a TRS connection. I'll repeat it again. It is a female XLR to a TRS connection cable. And so we're going to take the female XLR and run it into the male XLR output. And then we are going to run that into one of the analog inputs of the audio interface. And that is how you connect. That is how you connect an external preamp to an audio interface. And if we zoom in so we can see that connection, we'll see that we come out of the line output of the external preamp into the analog input of the audio interface. And once again, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. Nothing hard, no rocket scientist type stuff. Easiest 1, 2, 3. And that is how you connect an external preamp to an audio interface, which is connected also to a computer, either a laptop or a desktop.